All right, it's about 4 p.m. here on day 45. Yeah, so I met my parents, got down to NY-301 around 12:15. They were there waiting for me. So these rendezvous have been working out really well. I just open up the Google Maps and I say, I know the road is NY-301, and I say, NY-301 Appalachian Trail, and it pops up, and all I have to do is send them the link and it takes them right there. So how convenient is that? Anyway, yeah, so took off my shoes, washed my feet, retaped my feet, and the blisters on my forefeet, they feel a lot better. I don't know how much of that is the rest, or I guess a couple hours of rest, but right now they feel okay. And yeah, so they brought me my resupply, so went from carrying essentially no food all morning to like a full 3.5 days of food right now, and it's pretty full. It's pretty heavy, but we're trucking along. And yeah, they took me into Cold Springs. We went to a restaurant there and I had a delicious veggie burger there. It's really, sometimes you get them, they're not so good. This one was really good though. So yeah, and then they took me back. I got on the trail again around 2:45. So the plan for the rest of the day is I just hike hard till the sun goes down and see where I am. Hopefully I can get a 30 in for today though, which should be pretty good considering the break that I've had. And terrain hasn't been too bad, but it hasn't been easy. Some rocks, lots of ups and downs. Right now is like the smoothest, flattest bit I've seen in a while, so taking advantage and making this video. Also regret not making a video, not taking any video when my parents were there. I don't know, I just kind of got caught up in getting everything done and getting some town food, which is always nice. So yeah, the weather's beautiful, bugs aren't too bad right now. And they did pick up some bug spray too, so hopefully that'll help with that. But yeah, we're trucking along here, so we'll check back in later. Not too many views today, but this one is pretty nice. A little toasty here in the sun. Alright, good afternoon. It's probably around noon here on day 46. Got about maybe 16.5 miles in already for today, so kind of halfway into the day. Right now the trail's pretty easy, flat, pretty smooth, so hopefully we can make some good progress today. Connecticut state line should be just a few miles away, so getting into New England here, which is pretty exciting. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, I feel pretty good today. Weather's beautiful. It was the coolest night I've had in a long time. I was actually sleeping in my bag last night. So yeah, I slept really well last night, which makes a huge difference. And the plan for the rest of the day is just see how far I can possibly get. And as long as the trail stays kind of like this, it doesn't slow me down too much. There's a mountain on the other side of Kent, Connecticut. It's supposed to be a pretty challenging climb, and there's supposed to be some nice camp spots up there. So I'd like to get there today, but we'll see. So yeah, this is going on here on day 46. All right, New State. That's exciting. This is always a good sight to see. Pretty cool with the fog burning off like that. Probably hard to tell, but this is just crazy steep right here. All right, good morning. It is day 47. Probably around 8:15. Got about 8 miles in already. Well, It's not too many. I should maybe have a little bit more, but I get started a little bit late, more like 4:45 today. And the first like 5 miles are pretty tough. And now we're walking along this river. Trail's been really smooth for the last 3, and we should have another 2 miles of this, and then it looks kind of like a roller coaster after that on the elevation profile. So hopefully it won't be too bad, but we'll see. And then we'll have that for like 12 miles, and then it looks like another kind of flat stretch like I'm on right now. So yeah, last night or yesterday I ended up getting some trail magic right on the New York Connecticut border, and I didn't get as far as I wanted to, which is fine. I still got like 32 miles in, but it just means I'll need to have a pretty big day today. So hopefully this next section coming up won't be too difficult, and I can take advantage of these flatter parts and we can make some good time. And then tomorrow we'll be past Great Barrington, and I think I'm gonna try to get picked up around mile 15:31. I was trying to use this flat stretch to kind of plan out the next like week, because my next mail drop is in Rutland, Vermont, and you know, the only problem with that is it's like 150 miles up the trail from where I'm gonna be, so that's gonna be 150 mile long resupply, which is gonna be like a solid 4.5 days or 5 full days, and I just don't really want to carry that much food. So I was kind of looking for a place to split that up, and I was thinking either North Adams or Bennington. And yeah, the problem kind of with this section coming up, there's fewer just places that are like right on the trail. That really makes it nice and convenient. So North Adams is like 2 miles, and someone I got hooked with said you can like rent or borrow a bike from a house that's around there. But that comment was last year. I didn't see anything for this year, so I don't really know if that's still going on. And then Bennington, yeah, I don't know. I'm sure that hitch isn't too bad, but you know, hitching takes time. So you know, I want to minimize the time I have to do that stuff. So yeah, but the plan I think is to get up to Rutland by Monday. Today's a Tuesday, so that's like the next week, and then we'll make that turn east and start heading to New Hampshire and Maine. So in Connecticut right now, but I'm already thinking as far ahead as New Hampshire and kind of getting to Glencliff to where the whites start. And just kind of make up as many miles as I can before I get there. But New England, you know, already in Connecticut, there's been some steep stuff. So, you know, we'll see. I'm not really too sure what to expect from, well, the rest of Connecticut and Massachusetts and Vermont. I know there's some hills, but I don't know how bad it's going to be. I know what to expect in the whites and the Mahoosuc, so I know that's going to be tough. So yeah, we'll see. Fortunately, we got another beautiful day today. The weather has been cooperating, and it looks like the weather is going to continue to be good for a while here, so that's really fortunate. So yeah, day 47. Let's try to do another update later today, kind of see where things are. I'd like to set myself up for, you know, like a 27 or something tomorrow, and I might have to, because it looks like the only places to camp after Salisbury, Connecticut is like it'd be like a 36 mile day or something like that. So it might be a kind of a late one today. We'll see, and I'll check back in later, let you know how things are going. All right, split boulder doesn't look too bad. Absolutely amazing. All right, so another update here for day 47. It's probably about 6:45 in the evening right now. Over 30 miles in for today. I'm still gonna try to do another 5 and change, I think, to get up to get up close to Bear Peak. I'm not going to be on top of it tonight, but I guess I'll be somewhere near there. And hoping to get into camp around 9 for a pretty long day. You know, at this point in the trip, like it hurts to get to 30 miles, and then going past 30 miles, my feet, it's not no blisters, no, well, the inflammation isn't too bad, but it's just like, they're just very achy, and each step hurts. So fortunately, it's nice and smooth right here, but, it's manageable. This is part of it, so you deal. But yeah, which will set me up for 27 or 28 to Massachusetts Route 23 tomorrow, where my friend Sean's girlfriend is going to pick me up, and I'll get a resupply and a hot shower and some nice food and a good night of sleep, and then push on through the rest of Massachusetts, kind of in the last few miles here at Connecticut, and I'll be crossing over to Massachusetts early tomorrow morning. And yeah, so that's pretty exciting. Another state. It's been fun rolling over these states real quick. So Massachusetts, I think, is about 100 miles, and then I'll be in Vermont. So we're getting there. All right, well, yeah, I'll check back in later. It's been a gorgeous day. Not hot at all. Abundant sunshine, and the trail hasn't been too bad. There's a roller coaster section kind of in the middle of the day that slowed me down a bit, but it's been smooth. The rocks haven't been bad, and there's been some longer, flatter parts too. So yeah, moving pretty well today, which is good. All right, yeah, we'll check back in tomorrow morning. So day 47. Amazing views to the north. Pretty sure that's Mount Greylock there, way in the distance. All right, it's about noon here on day 48. Just came through the Taconic Mountains. The character of the trail has really changed since getting into, I guess, kind of the northern part of Connecticut and then those mountains. It felt like, I felt like a little bit like some of the places I've been in the Whites. Open views, just ridiculously steep ups and downs. Wasn't too bad. Glad I had a dry day for some of those rocks. Looks like it can get pretty dicey if it's wet. But yeah, we're off now, and we got some flat kind of farmland and I think some wetter areas. It's just been dry, so hopefully it won't be too bad. We got some boards coming up that hurt my feet, so oh well. But yeah, and then we had some trail magic today for breakfast. I was going to go down to the shelter, and maybe half a mile before the shelter where I was going to stop for a little break, there was a guy doing trail magic. He had a 5-gallon thing of water, ice cold water. It was great. And then he was making eggs and stuff, so I used my last tortilla wrap and added an egg and cheese sandwich for breakfast, as well as some ramen and whatever I had left in my peanut butter. So I'm trying to eat through all my food because I'm going to get a resupply this afternoon when I get to, well, the main road that people take to get to Great Barrington is like, I think less than 4 miles up. So I'm going to do like another 9 to another road, and then I'm going to get picked up, and then we're going to go to a grocery store and do a resupply. So a little bit of a shorter day, only like 28 miles today. So that'll be kind of nice. And then tomorrow we'll be hitting Massachusetts hard. So yeah, in Massachusetts already, it's crazy. It's going fast, and these small states just rolled by. And I'll be in Vermont in a couple days. So that's pretty exciting. And yeah, I'm loving the weather, loving the trail. I feel good physically. I had some some earlier problems, but those seem to have subsided. I'm moving better than I had been a few days ago. So things are looking good right now. I'm still on pace. So yeah, excited to get up into Vermont and New Hampshire, and really the last, we have less than a third to go, but kind of, yeah, just excited for it. So should be good. So we'll check back in later. All right, check out this view. That's Mount Everett. We're on that this morning. We made our way down that ridge, came through the valley, and now we're into the next set of mountains here.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left.